Lena, did you want in on that too? To read
Yes,
stuff?
please.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh. Okay, so here.
Also, I love how on the splash screen, Alder the Immense is freaking huge.
Big man for a big personality. Let's see.
Yeah.
There's just some of these things we're finding. All I can think of is like, okay, so we've got a pre Congress of Nicaea Bible here with all the additional apocrypha, the post Nicene Bible.
I know. I'm excited.
And some books from Spanish Inquisition about the vampire. All right, cool, sweet.
Well, at least we know if anybody gets super brave going into our basement, they're probably not gonna make it out. So, you know, kind of got a little self-defense going on there.
Oh.
That's true.
Vampires are considered undead, right?
Yeah.
So does anybody have the spell control undead yet?
I don't think anyone here's a death cleric.
I mean, just a thought.
I'm dead because I've got the channel divinity.
Hey, there we go.
But something that old probably has advantage and a legendary resistance to burn.
I guess it all depends if it's vampire or vampire spawn.
For real.
I don't understand.
When does one become the other in the game?
I think it's intentionally vague.
Yeah, it depends on where you're at and what what plane of existence and all that fun stuff you're at. So vampire spawn is usually always going to be stuck to the vampire who made it until that vampire is taken care of.
And then they become a full vampire?
They can.
Oh, man.
I don't want to answer you too much because you play in my Strahd game.
Oh, there we go.
Come, I will never meta with Tulak.
I know.
Anti-meta. He's meta-proof.
Oh, I know. Still, but I still want to surprise Shane. Still want to surprise the player.
Okay.
It could be worse. Could be Lumley vampires.
Yeah.
Or triple worse, it could be laundry vampires.
What?
God forbid we find a tree that's a vampire, or a mist that's red that's a vampire. I don't want to fight that.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Those are... They cheat. I don't like fighting those things.
Okay.
Do you guys see this live now?
Take a look.
On YouTube? Yeah. I saw it just pop up on Facebook.
Yeah, it's live. It's live on my feed.
Okay.
Yep,
cool. I can see myself.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. All right. That's fixed. So.
Let me try reloading my YouTube app here. See if it shows
I had
up.
to go back to the home for it to pop up. Yeah.
Can you spin it?
There we go.
Should I go on YouTube instead of Twitch? Am I on the wrong one?
No, I'm streaming to both of them. It's just that for some reason my the live stream was private. It was made private for some reason.
Maybe when you were trying to get everything loaded for the audio stuff.
Yeah, I think from last time I made the old video private and it kept those settings, so it made everything private. But let me create my channel. Okay, it says live here. Good. All right. Perfect. Okay, that's solved. I think all problems except. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this here. That's open. I don't know why. So, let's see here.
Minty,
Don't
you
forget
have
to
your video ninja, right?
Huh?
Your beautiful face. Your video ninja.
Yes. It's OBS Ninja or whatever that thing's called. What is it called? Yeah, Video Ninja. Here, and I'll put that in sources. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why this, let me try reloading this. Okay. And, chat. Oh well, I have to figure that out another time. I don't know why that's not.
Quick question: when the loot was divvied up last week, was it divvied up based on party count, or was it based off of active?
I believe it was based on full party count.
Yeah, generally we're going to do like full party. We're not going to sit here and be like, oh, you weren't here, you don't get nothing, you know, so.
That's fine. I
Yeah.
is it in the
In the party treasure tab.
yeah.
Yeah, so make
I
sure
don't-
you add your 18 gold.
I don't know if
Okay.
anybody's claimed the Dungeoneer's kit either. That's something that
Ooh.
people can
Well,
split.
there's a few things on there that hasn't really been divvied up. Like there's like the bag of gemstones that I don't think has been sold off and divvied up in cash.
Nope, I haven't sold that one yet. That's still on my character sheet.
Bag of silver and iron. Somebody take the oil?
Yep.
Well, there's also I think the 44 gold and 130 copper and 87 silver that's also listed here, which I don't think has been divvied. Or was it?
Where's that? Hold on.
Okay,
That's-
okay, looks like Kevin listed it. But I don't think I've...
There it is. See,
Oh, from 4-6? Yeah.
there it goes. Okay.
If you didn't add that 7 gold and 7 silver before, feel free to add it to your sheet now.
There we go. Okay, so can I clear all of this?
Turn already?
I don't think anybody's taken the lantern.
actually, it looks like I did take that because I show 18 copper in my character sheet.
Oh, the gold. Okay, I didn't dice, and I don't think
Clear chat.
Orin did.
There we go. All
I'm
right,
not sure that.
And then did we
we're good.
do the... Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like the only thing that's not divvied up is the gems.
Right, and the Dungeoneer's kit is kind of just. Sitting.
Oh,
Yeah.
so somebody did take the oil and the lantern?
I did not take it. I don't think.
You know, no one's claimed the flasks of oil.
All right, we are at,
Okay,
we're good.
you're
We're
mine.
solid. All right, yeah, good. Thank you for handling inventory stuff.
Yeah.
Great job. All right, so we're doing it. Anybody want to chat about anything? We good to go?
I think we're good.
All right.
Yep.
So who wants to give us a brief, succinct recap?
Oh, not me. My recap will not be succinct. I guess I actually have a lot of notes on this one.
Who can give us the cliff notes? All right. Well, actually, only Carl. You got to do it. You got to do it first, buddy. You got to do it.
Okay, rack my memory here. We started last week with the howls of the returning hunting party of the Knolls, and us getting ready to
Thank you, Supersonic.
hopefully waylay them when they entered. We heard them stepping into the upstairs region. And I believe we sent Torin up to see if we can, and so we sent Torin up towards the stairwell, and Louis towards the ladder well, to see if we could coax them into a bottleneck. And they started moving around very cautiously before Louis decided to bow shot the one that was right there by the ladder well.
Yep.
and coax him into chasing you down. And that's when the other ones stormed the stairwell and piled onto Torin, which got the rest of the group into the fray. I banged a handful of them, in which case they started trying to grapple Torin and yanking away from the doors he was blocking. At which point, let's see, Tina started to cast her spiritual spoon and started trying to bop a few of them.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
Torn got ripped away from the doorway, and one of the gnolls charged into the midst of us, which is when Kolobati decided to drain that creature entirely of his life.
Yes. I'm gonna clip that. Just haven't got around to it.
Yeah, that was a nuts roll.
They started trying to eat Torin's face off, and the Bane spell that had been inflicted upon them allowed his shield spell to keep them from getting close. And eventually the party became victorious against the gnolls. The Garmir. Let's see here. We moved all the bodies out of the way, and Louis started rounding up their weaponry.
Yep. Make that kit.
And then we eventually sealed ourselves up for the night, in which cases we've made some further checking out of our new home, where we found some holy symbols, a Bible, some scrolls, a journal of interrogations, which is also when we noticed that the floorboards were slightly warped in the area. We pulled them up, and we found a flow of water underneath us with a sarcophagus dangling into it. Based on the interrogation journals we found and the fact that there's a coffin underneath us, nobody wanted to open it to see what was inside. So we hammered the boards back into place.
Can I pause you, Carl, for a second? You know, it'd be funny if this whole campaign, y'all just leave it, y'all just leave it under there.
Nope, I'm good.
All right,
I mean,
continue.
yeah, sure, sounds good.
Then everyone went to their bedrooms, and Kolobati stayed in the main room to trance and pore over those interrogation journals. When she had her evening visitor from Lord Romero. And he expressed his desires and intentions.
Yes.
And left his trails of ectoplasmic blood all over the place.
True.
Which Kolobati made sure was cleaned up before everyone woke up the next day. And once everyone had breakfast and tidied up, we headed back towards Emberwood to sell off some of our spoils from the Garmir, as well as let the owners of the tavern know that it had been cleared out and we'd be staying there for the time being. And while they were taking care of that, Torin and Kolobati decided to pay a visit to the Red Lion Hotel to visit River. So we can make our introductions to another faction liaison. Made our introductions, and River seemed, of course, disdainful of our not being Academy members, which I'm guessing is to be given considering the Academy's outlook on rogue wizards. But we did make some inroads of potentially working with them in the future if we sell her some delirium. So that's, I guess, one of the better offers we've gotten so far.
Definitely
And then after
potential.
that was done, we decided to gather everyone else and to see if we're going to take free lunch on their up on their offers.
Yes, exactly. I was about to say, not to be forgotten, Louis and Tinu ran into the party known as free lunch, and it looks like they were putting some plans together. And they told you guys that they would hold up till the afternoon to see if you guys would come back and are still interested in doing some adventuring with them. And they indicated that if you guys come back and talk with them a bit, they'll be interested in the morning setting out about their plans. So that's where we left off. Thank you so much, Kolobati. Carl, take some inspiration, and let's hop right back into the dirty, grimy old Emberwood here. Our bustling boomtown.
Back to Deadwood.
Yes. A lot of dead wood around. All right. So, we have our party token here. I'm gonna say that you guys linked back up. No, you guys linked back up at the caravan because you guys were selling some goods. You guys sold some goods, and actually, you guys spoke to Crow, Tobias Crow of the Smithy, and not to be forgotten, he did offer to take that keg of gunpowder if you were able to go ahead and find him some machines to actually press these bullets somewhere probably out in Drakkenheim. There's got to be one. And he would go ahead and sell that stuff at a discount. But you guys are back in Caravan Court here. It is bustling. Like I said, dust is kicking up in the air. Caravans that were parked at the Red Line Hotel are now lining up and setting up their goods, if not set up already. Let's see. Do I got... Well, let's put this one on. We can go... actually, we'll just stay on the general map for now because I don't know where you guys are going to go next or what you guys are going to go ahead and do. But it is a muddy, slightly overcast day here in Emberwood. Adventures and whatnot are abound. And as you look at them looking a bit grimy and stuff, you look at yourselves, you're getting a little bit of grime on you. A little bit of dirt from fighting them Garmy, those gnolls. You're starting to season yourselves here in Emberwood. All of you look around. What do you do as you stand amongst the people in the crowd? You do see some guys in armor with blue and white, the Geltstad bank people dragging off another individual to the paddy wagon.
Hey guys, sorry I overslept.
Oh, it's okay, Ron. You're here now. That's what's important.
I don't even know how I got here.
Sleepwalking.
Alice with you.
Yes, she. I don't know, maybe some kind of dream state. I don't know. Alright, so we're going. Are we gonna take up free lunch on their offer?
Well, we have till noon to talk to them, and if we want to say they can, kick dirt or whatever, we can go ourselves into Drakkenheim. Just go explore.
I have no issue if we want to travel with them into Drakkenheim. Apparently they've been there before. They may know more of what we may run into. Allow us to pick their brain, as it were.
But we are expecting them to betray us at some point, right?
Oh,
Yes.
guaranteed.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moment we
There's
get any
something
kind
else
of-
going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there.
Okay.
Nothing in life is truly free. So to name yourself free lunch, there's an expectation or a motive somewhere. We
Yeah, I
just
thought
need
they
to
were
find
naming
it.
themselves free lunch because they beat up everybody else for their lunch money, and that's how they have free lunch. So
Ah, you read my mind,
Yeah.
Daddy.
Well, you would think their reputation would have expanded in town at that point. So either they're
Well,
very
if they
good at
killed
covering
everybody,
the
they
tracks.
did it too.
Yeah, but even then, they would have probably known that other groups went into Drakkenheim with them and didn't come back.
That's true.
The serving girl, she didn't seem to have much of a negative thing to say about him, at least. It's true.
That's true.
As a reminder, you guys can always spend a bit of time gathering some information, getting some rumors per se, by rolling an investigation check. Takes about 20 minutes or so, or something to that effect, in order to gather information on whatever you're looking for.
The other thing we can do in town that I still need to do is sell this bag of gems, which if we all want our cut of gold and we want to turn it into coin, I hear the Fairweather place, I think, takes it. I haven't met them yet, but they're the ones who buy Delirium for the most part.
Yeah, these are just basic gemstones. I think most people here deal in those.
True. You get a sense. You remember that. Let me go to those people there. Yes, the Gainsbury. I'm sorry, the Gainsbury Expedition Supply Company. They would probably go ahead and take some gems. So would probably Aldor the Immense. So would Marlowe's Provisions.
But we could save it and use it for currency. We run low on actual coin.
I'll hold on to it then.
True, that
Well,
bag's
it's
probably
cool.
lighter than the gold value.
Yeah, leave it as gemstones. We'll worry about group provisions or other purchases later.
Still breaking glass around here. What is that?
So I can't. Hey, Brad, I can't hear that in Discord. I could hear it on YouTube, but I can't hear it on Discord.
The audio for the music and stuff is coming through Roll20. So if you have Roll20 muted, you won't hear any of the sounds. So you probably should mute, I guess, since it seems like, YouTube and stuff is good, you probably can mute that and probably can turn on Roll20 if you want to hear the sounds.
No, you're fine. I'm on Discord on my phone, so to cut back on the internet.
Gotcha.
So that makes sense. I'll turn the speakers up on my laptop a little bit so I can kind of hear some in the background. That works.
Alright. Adi, did you have anything you wanted to talk to Lou about? Not me, sorry. To Don Lero about?
I mean, was he pretty insistent? Were they pretty insistent that we have to take him up on their offer now, or it's gone forever?
They pretty much
Not back on
indicated.
it?
They indicated that the longest they're willing to wait is the next morning. They want to head out in the morning. But they want to see if you guys are on board, before they make further plans. So they're expecting you guys to link back up with them in the noon.
Okay, well, we can go have a chat with them.
What time is it now?
I'm going to say that it's about, you guys did a bunch of selling. You guys went over to the Red Lion Inn and talked with River. I'm going to say that it's, about 11 or so. Why not? It's getting close enough. Just as a reminder, there's some other places on this map here that you guys have not been to or explored. Just don't want you to forget that. They are always there. But yes, if you guys go back to the Bark and Buzzard, if there's no objections.
Nope.
No, I'll do mine, I guess, afterwards.
You know what? Ron, let's see if I can, let's see something here. Roll me a perception check. As you guys are heading towards the Bark and Buzzard.
You're a druid, you should be fine.
No. Should be.
See?
18?
As you guys are walking away from the caravan court, you do a double take. And you see a haggard individual that looks like this. Walking towards caravan court. And it looks like he's carrying a crate.
He looks familiar.
Isn't he the guy that jumped out of the
Yeah.
Yeah, he
kit
jumped
wagon?
out of
He
the
is.
Yeah.
I pointed out to the party real quick. And hey, he's the guy whose dream we were in that left the cart.
Oh, that weirdo. Well, you want to go talk to him or something, Ron?
I mean, sure, why not? Who knows if we'll ever see him again with how he acts.
Oren wanted to speak with him.
You approach him?
There you go. Yeah. Let's go ahead and approach.
All right, well, let's go to Caravan Court here.
No, never mind. We're going back. I'm just kidding, bro.
And let's see. Let me grab this guy. And that. Lumberwood, Caravan Camp. So how do you guys approach him? I'm gonna say that well, obviously at this point you guys are kind of coming from the south here to Caravan Court. So I'm just gonna drag you guys' token over here, and I'm gonna say he's right about here. And let's go ahead and put him on the map. Bam. Oh. And there we go. So he's like right here. And I'm just gonna
Torin had questions, right?
no, I think Kolabadi said he
Or
had questions.
Kolabadi did.
Yes.
Yeah, Kolabadi said that Torin had questions for him.
Gotcha. Torin ran off. He's scared of him.
I'll go up if nobody else does.
All right. You begin to walk up to him, pushing past a few these adventurers and people here, and let's see. You approach.
Yep.
You see, he drops the crate. He does a double take and he sees you. He runs. You see, he dips.
Yeah. Full tilt running after his ass.
Hang on, I want to cast snare on him.
Alright.
Is that a good idea?
Hang on. Before I confirm, let me double read. Here, I'll post it. Sorry, it's
All good.
You're all good. Take your time.
so. Click the spell. Display. Is that how I send it to the roll 20?
Yep.
Should just be. There you go.
Here you
That
go.
takes a minute to cast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. Okay, never mind.
If you're gonna chase him, Ron or anybody, roll me initiative.
Done.
Yeah.
Going up.
Sure. Hey, here we go.
Are we going?
Alice is gonna start taking off. She-
If Addie's going, I'm going.
I'm not gonna be left
Yeah.
behind.
Oh.
Damn. We're ready for that. Oh, except Alice.
no, I'm not.
She tripped.
She was trying to go, and then something super shiny caught her eye. You know?
Look, a copper.
No, she would not stop for just a copper.
A gold.
Has to
All
be a
right.
couple gold.
What's your dex, Loey?
15.
What's your wisdom?
14. How, you want to keep going?
What's your strength?
12.
Y'all have the same build.
All
It's
right.
supposed to be 13. You were counting down.
Ah, I ruined the count. Dang it. I'm a space
And,
marine.
oh, that's why. Whoa. All right. Let's go ahead and sort this here. I'm gonna move Loey up here.
Oh, okay.
Ron's not on
Alright.
there.
And what did you get, Ron?
Oh, no. Dirty 20.
Kalina
Got
is
it.
in
I don't
there.
know why.
You have
Yeah.
to
What
click
is-
your token before you roll initiative.
Yeah,
Well, I was already
do that.
prepped.
So I
It
got
gave me an error.
Yeah, what did you
Once
get,
every roll
Kalina?
is rolled, the turn
a
tracker-
9.
9. Gotcha.
You're not getting left behind. I am.
Okay.
Give this
First,
guy
because why am
vision.
I all the way up here?
You should be down with us. You just scroll yourself down to the majority of the party. I'm pretty sure
Okay,
Ron
I'm like,
walked up to
oh,
the
but
guy
I would
before
not.
he took off.
Yeah.
How do you
Alright.
lose up to us, Ken?
Let's see. Okay.
I have to go look up my notes about this guy. What did he say something to us or something?
Nope.
No, that was part of the thing. He just said nothing. Just
He just
left.
Doofy. Okay, alright.
I turn into sorcerer and twink cast my level meter swarm on him.
Boom. We destroy all of Drakkenheim.
Pretty much.
Again?
Yeah. That's the third time this week this happened.
Haven't even been 2 decades.
Alright. Got it. Okay. So, he dashes. You see that he immediately pushes people out the way. You know, some people curse and whatnot, and he begins running north through the court. This guy looks pretty nimble. You see he's constantly looking over his shoulder. There we go. And let's go to... But Loey, what are you doing?
I jog to catch up to Ron, and as I'm jogging up to him, I say, Ron, what the fuck are we doing? We gotta go see the free lunch. Am I shooting at that man?
I was pulling out the rope to cast a spell, and then I stopped realizing that it was going to take a minute.
Does Ron not say anything?
Am I muted? No, I'm not muted.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Ron take out his rope, and he's looking like he's about to do something, but maybe he's thinking about it. But,
Okay. I guess I'll try to keep eyes on him, and I dodge the somebody who threw a piece of or some glassware at me, and dash up to there. That ends my turn.
got it. All right, roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Let me get everybody. 9. I don't know why that's there still.
That's a 9.
You don't see him anymore.
Okay.
Ron, what do you do?
I'm going to... So, me directly to him would be 40 feet, so weaving in and out, if I dash, I should be able to get right in front of him.
So his I'm not moving him around this space because he's just running. His token is technically not there. He just kind of like he's 60 feet away through the caravan court.
Oh, so at this point, it's going to be nearly impossible to catch up for me. You know what? Flavor, I will dash to get as close to him and I'll just yell for him to stop and wait.
You yell after stop as you're pushing through various people. Roll me a perception check.
Dice be nice.
No.
15?
Off in the distance, if you dashed, he's still 60 feet ahead of you, but you can hear people like cursing and shouting as you think you could see like somebody kind of moving through the crowd. Let's go ahead and roll this here.
Chase complicated.
Oh yeah.
No, that's funny. I've just never seen it. Okay.
As you're running here past all of these people, you come to an area where there's like a bunch of like clothes wire kind of hanging up between two stalls, and you can see like there's just some like light armor and cloaks and whatnot maybe hanging from it. Go ahead and roll me a deck save.
Well,
All right, on your next movement, your speed is reduced by 10 feet as you barrel through these clothes and kind of stumble and continue to move forward. Moving on, I had everybody's old initiative in here, so excuse me if I get it wrong. Alice, what did you have for initiative?
4.
Got it. Kolabadi, what did you have for initiative?
13.
Got it. You're up next. What are you doing?
Well, considering we got lots of people chasing after him specifically, I'm going to look at the box that he dropped.
You come over to the box. It looks like a simple crate. There's nothing inside. It looks like a crate.
Good. So no markings. Is he like? Especially
Nothing.
Like, was he like working? So there's no way to tell if he's like working for one of the stallers or the people here, or if he's just.
It's hard to tell why is he carrying an empty crate. I'll give you an insight. If you get a 20, I'll tell you.
nice.
You think about it, and then it dawns on you. You've seen town criers and Drensmud and whatnot. They'll get a crate and stand on it. And make their announcements.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Kalina, you just saw Louis, Ron, bolt off. It looks like Alice is about to run after them.
I just don't want to get left behind. I don't really know what I'm going to do to help. But I don't want to be left behind, so I'm going to start following.
All right, you run up behind Louis as you continue to move forward. He's the target is confidently kind of out of sight at this moment. Moving on, Alice.
I'm looking at. I'm gonna I'm gonna movement, action dash, and bonus action dash. So.
Double dash.
Yeah.
Got it. So you move 90 feet.
Yep.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Okay, I'm doing the movement at the moment, and then I shall. So I'll stop at 60 and roll.
Unfortunately, as you dart past people kind of spinning around folks, you look around, you don't see this guy.
I've only moved 60. Is there anything that's close by that I can like jump on top of to kind of get a view above people?
Sure, yeah. You see that there's a wagon nearby, easily to jump up. It looks like it has like a tarp over it. You could climb up on top of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Got it.
See if I can see him.
All right. You hop up on top, and next turn you can roll your perception with advantage.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Yes, and right. Back to the top. Back to Louis. Unfortunately, Louis, you have no idea where this guy is.
I guess Louis would slow his pace, so I'm not going to dash this turn, but I'd be looking around for him.
Got it. You, like, push past people, you're looking through the crowd, looking for any indication. You know, some dude goes, "Who you staring at, asshole?" And, you know, you just push him aside. And, Ron, you still have a bead on this guy. You can see off in the distance, like, you can hear, some people cursing and maybe something fall over. Oh, actually, let me go ahead and roll this too. You knew where he was last, at least. But yeah, you could continue to pursue in that direction.
Nah, I was hoping I had Hunter's Mark by chance, but that's my other character. So, thought Hunter's marked him and just let him run. I'll go ahead and just slow down, and I got a clothesline and realize I'm not gonna catch up.
Got it. You take the clothes off of you. You see some, like, middle-aged guy comes up to you and goes, "Hey! That's a
Hi.
silver! You got it all dirty!"
Maybe I had to make performance checks. I'll pull out a copper and, like, keep running. Like, like I'm not paying attention. Just drop a copper.
You hear him go, "Hey, asshole!" as you walk away from him. You drop a copper. Is anybody else gonna... Nobody else knows where this guy is, except maybe Alice. Go ahead and, Alice, roll me a perception check with advantage.
2. Let's see what we do.
Took out a copper.
Probably not. Nope.
You look, and unfortunately, it's just the crowd just morphs back into just a flow of people moving around. I guess you climb down, all of you come back
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a waste of time.
At least we know he's here. Right?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Why do we care?
I just saw him running,
Boom.
and Ron pointed him out, so that's why I was going.
Yeah. Why is he running from us?
Does he owe you money or something, Ron?
Not that I remember. But if he remembers he owes me money, then I want to know why. I mean, just saying. So, alright. Well, I guess.
Alright. You guys thumb your nose. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's now about noon, and you head over to the Bark and Buzzard. You guys all march in through the front door. I'm not gonna move everybody's token. You can kind of move yourselves to the front if you so choose. But yes, you see around the same table here is Don and his compatriots. They seem to be talking, pointing at stuff that looks like a map of Drakkenheim. And you see, Uza sees you guys first. She kind of gives a nod in your direction, and Don looks and goes, "Ah, see, I knew you guys had it in you. Come on over."
Yeah, head over.
Sure, sure.
You guys come around the table, and you see that there's a map of Drakkenheim. There looks to be some X's in it across the city map itself. He looks at all of you and goes, "So, you here to cash in?"
Meaning?
Meaning, are you down for the loot or not?
Sure.
Definitely looking to make our foray into Drakkenheim.
And to make some good coin while we're at it.
You see, he looked at ukulele. He's looking at all of you guys for like some agreement.
I'll nod. I mean, yeah.
Alice is looking at the map.
You see he bends his head in front of yours. Ahem. Young lady?
He'll just blink at him, and then like shift to the side to keep looking at the map.
I think she's in.
You see he twirls his mustache. All right then. Let me go ahead and put each one of these guys up now that you're kind of around them, and just for the stream to see. There's an older, looks to be a gnome, dressed very druidic-like. He has a staff with him, and he does have a bird that's kind of chilling on his shoulder, puffing a pipe. Then the person that you first were introduced to, this gray-shaded tiefling with the lute, also stands around the table. And I'll, there we go. You see a severe-looking woman, dressed in a black cloak, has a longbow with her. You see, like, no nonsense, like, you know, in her eyes. And then lastly, you see a man dressed simple gray robes with a staff. He's a kind of very calm demeanor. There's not much really expression on his face as he kind of looks all of you over. Then, of course, there is good old Don Lero. I'll put him up here.
He just looks sleazy.
That's why I chose him.
It's the mustache, 110%.
He has his cane in his hand that has a little orb at the top. You note that he does wear some very nice metallic rings on his both of his hands, one on each middle finger. So, you guys come up with a name yet?
Still working on that.
I think Kalina had a good suggestion.
No, I have a few ideas, but I'd rather that everybody agree with them.
Oh, come on, Knife Biters is pretty good, I think.
I thought it was fun.
Well, all right. I will just refer to you as you guys. So,
That'd be a good name.
Actually,
You
that would
guys,
be
you
really
guys,
great.
y'alls.
Yeah,
Where we gotta
y'all.
y'alls.
I like y'alls.
There we go. You see, he goes, all right. Who wants to take it from the top? You see as he looks at his group. You see this Anne character, the one with the longbow, and severe look, and goes, she like sizes all of you up and goes, are you sure about this, Dawn? They look mighty fresh. Could slow us down. Get us killed. Don goes, a deal's a deal. You see he glares at all of you. Just follow our lead, okay?
Certainly. You've been there before, we haven't.
Anne pipes up and goes, and if you do something stupid, like get a husk or a drag on us, we will leave you to find your own way back. Don goes, I think they get it. And how about you give them the rundown? After a moment, you see Anne shuffles parchment on the table. And then she takes a clean sheet and slams it down. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and, let's do this. We'll go here, and then we'll cut that. And then we will do... So here... All right. let's go ahead and do, we'll do token layer. There we go. Okay. About a week ago, Anne says, on the north side of the city, near the spokes off of the drained river, we spotted a large group of ratlings congregating near a sewer pipe. Way too many just for one group. Don interrupts and goes, and where there's ratlings, there's usually delirium. They love the shiny stuff. Usa goes, more like worship. And Anne goes, anyway, we got lucky a while back and found some schematics to the sewer drains off of the Dran. They're almost identical up and down the river from at least what we can tell. She then draws a square on the page, and let's go here. And then she draws another square, or rectangle. Uza gives her, like, a crayon box, pretty much. And points and goes, red right here, that's the pipe. The pipe connects to an overflow chamber. It takes all of the sewage and stuff and shoots it out into the Dran River. Also to be noted, over here, that's an access door. Goes deeper into the sewers. From what we can tell, all the rats are in here. And the river goes this way and that way. And there must be a flow channel that goes through this overflow chamber and exits out onto the Dran. Near the pipe here, there's a bunch of alleys. And like I said, this leads deeper into the sewers. Outside of the drain and near the pipe at least, there's a bunch of ruined alleyways. Gus, she says, looking at the older man, you said that the alleys are crawling with ratlings, right? And Gus goes, true! At least that's what the regular rats told me when I was scouting the area. And Don says, so that means an approach from the alleys are no good. They will hear, smell us coming, alert the others, and make off with the treasure from the overflow chamber into the sewer. Gus goes, and there's ratlings in the sewers too. You see, Anne interrupts and goes, am I doing this or what? You see, Don shuts up. And yes, these creatures are all throughout the sewers. So if we navigate through the sewers instead of attacking them from the alleys, make it through whatever rats and other creatures down there, hit the access door. If we come out, the rats are going to go ahead and escape out of the pipe, probably with more than half or so of the loot that we're going to go ahead and get. But with your help, I guess, we can pinch them. One group comes up through the sewer, hits the access door. Another group comes to the pipe and blocks that off. But we don't want to be in the alleyways. Rats are everywhere. They'll go ahead and alert the others. The group that's not going through the sewers should take to the rooftops, bypassing the alleys, and make their way to the pipe. Like I said, the other group is going to come through the sewers, come to the access door, and inside there, we believe that there may be a control room for the overflow chamber. if you can get in there and hit the manual release, or one of our groups, maybe we can flood some of these ratlings out too. Or we could do it the old-fashioned way. The groups on the roof should wait until they hear water or combat, whichever's first, and at that moment, they come down from the rooftops, come into the pipes, nail the rats, press them in, and then while the other group's coming up through the access door, we squeeze them, eliminate them, and collect our bounty. Gus goes, there's rats on the rooftops too. See, Don goes, what? He goes, I forgot! The rats had a lot to say. I'm a poor note taker. Don sighs and thumbs his nose. Okay, well then that will have to be dealt with in record time in order to go ahead and get in position for whichever group is going to go through the sewers. So yes, we need you swell folks. One group sewers, one group's on the rooftops. We link up, press them in the overflow chamber, wipe them out, and we march back here to Imberwood a little bit richer. What do you say?
How do you know there's treasure there?
You see Uza goes, we scouted out it earlier.
And I'd like to know what we're risking our lives for. Don't want to do it for pennies and copper. No offense.
And looks at you and goes, well, we're not sure exactly how much treasure, but considering the amount of rats there, it has to be quite a bit. There's stuff in there for sure. But if you're looking for an exact count, I don't know.
Can I insight check him, please?
Sure.
$17.
Anne seems to be pretty earnest in what she's saying.
Okay.
So,
Well, I got more for others, unless somebody else has questions.
I guess the question is, how well have you scouted these sewers?
Anne goes, we know of a way down. We checked that out. There's a sewer pipe nearby, leads down into the sewer area. There's really only one way to go, to the overflow chamber. Don goes, but it's up to you. If you take the rooftops, we'll take the sewers, or vice versa.
I guess Colamonte will look towards Alice and Louie, since they're our climbing specialists.
Well, we could get up there. Rooftops, about half part of the alleys and the streets that we'd have to be skeeving across, so to speak. 5 feet? 10?
Anne goes, it varies. It's a city.
Aye, but an experienced climber can make a leap of 15 feet easy, but some of our folk aren't exactly experienced climbers.
Don goes, well, you can take the sewers, but it is quite contaminated.
Louis does not look plussed at that.
Well, how do you guys handle the contamination then?
They look at each other. We have our resources.
That's it.
That's it. Look, I'm trying to give all of you friendly folks a chance to get your feet wet, pun intended. Learn the ropes. But if you're asking us to shell off some of our goods to go ahead and help you in the city, well, as you already know around here, things are quite tight. Goods are quite hard to come by. But all of you look smart enough. You can figure it out. Sewers, rooftops.
If you're going to flood the chamber, wouldn't treasure flow out into the river?
You see, he twiddles his mustache and goes, that is a concern. but we're not sure exactly where in the overflow chamber this treasure is. Nestled in a corner somewhere, in a hole, maybe elevated. But Anne goes, the manual release lever should be inside of the overflow chamber, so regardless, we should be able to size up the environment before we make such a decision.
Well, I think since we don't have means of curing our own contamination yet, I'd say it'd be safer for us to be on the roofs and outside just in case.
If the rooftop terrain varies, then probably we can find some closer crossings that'll be easier for people to get over. Not sure about how much cover we'll have. Hiding's going to be the key. We're going to need to get in position without making too much noise. Otherwise, the rats will get spooked. Figuring you don't want that.
Directly at Kalina, as that's mentioned.
Sort of shuffle and clink a little.
I can help with that if it comes to it.
How far out do these rats scout from drainage pipe?
Gus goes, they're all around the area on the ground, not to mention dregs, husks, deep haze. From what my little friends told me, it's quite extensive, especially around the sewer drain itself.
But you said there were some on the roofs too.
A little bit less, I think.
Think?
That's what the rats told me.
Wait, I thought we were fighting rats. What is he talking about?
No, the regular rats.
There's regular rats here? I thought they were all, crazy weird rats or something.
A lot of them are, but there's still a bunch of normal rats running around.
Huh. Well, maybe we can catch a few for Tinu's companion.
I don't think they want to
Ellie-
eat whatever rats we can find there.
Definitely don't want to eat those rats.
Point taken.
Well, the rooftop team's gonna have range, and actually, Kalina, even you've got some pretty decent range from what I saw in the fight before with the Garmir. Called here.
Yup, I actually have more range because I decided to brush up on spells that would be better for that.
Probably we'll be fighting things off the rooftops to make sure we keep our advantage, or ambushing anything up there.
Yep.
I think
We've also acquired a couple of longbows for quieter work.
I still have a few more of those.
Don goes, very important. In the city, loud noises will attract who knows what.
Louis sighs when he looks down.
He looks at your gun.
Side piece.
Hey, but don't let me tell you guys what to do, but I'm glad that you guys are in. Look. You see that he takes the paper off of the table, rolls it up. He begins rolling up his stuff. He goes, we're going to go at daybreak. That's when the rats are most docile. You have, I guess, till then to figure it out. We'll meet here.
Tomorrow.
Aye. We don't want to go now. It's party time for the ratlings. And not to mention, half of the jokers in Emberwood here are down in the city anyway. And we don't want to run across anybody.
Do most people leave at dawn?
It depends on what folks are doing. Most people head in, usually either in the morning or at night.
Night. What's the city like at night?
Anne goes, it's horrible. That's what it is.
We haven't been to Drakkenheim yet, but could you explain a little bit about what a dreg and a hulk is?
You
Yeah,
guys are so
I'm
cute,
interested too.
Don says as he twirls his mustache. From at least what we gather, husks, they're almost like zombies, but animated by the haze and whatever else foul arcana that's oozing around there from the crater. Dregs, they are creatures that's been transformed, tentacles, other types of things.
Oh, we've dealt with a couple of those that were one person.
Ah, yes, there's almost endless variations. Trust me on that. Dregs, transformed, husks, more than powered by this arcane haze.
So just dregs, husks. What else is in there?
You see, Uza goes, well, there's the executioner. You see everybody look at her. He goes, Don goes, if you don't believe anything else I tell you, believe this. Stay away from Slaughterhouse Square. Just go around. Huge arc, as big as you possibly can. There's a creature people call the Executioner there. Now, we haven't run into it, thankfully, but from all accounts, it's pretty much a death sentence. Uza goes, from what I heard, it used to be the actual executioner of Drakkenheim.
So what? Some man with a giant great axe or something?
Well, from what we understand, it's not a man, more of a golem or a machine, but it's supposed to be huge.
Well, that sounds nasty.
Can I roll it? Would Alice know anything about hearing about that at all from pre?
Unfortunately, Torin's not here. He probably definitely would, being from Drakkenheim. But I would say, you know that large cities, especially around Caspia, they have executioners, whether humanoid or machines. And if somebody does a crime bad enough, there's usually a public execution. So it has to be something like that. But the actual
So it's not
details...
far-fetched that it could be like a machine golem. Like that doesn't seem far-fetched.
It doesn't seem far-fetched. Actually, you would imagine that in certain cities, people don't want to do that job. So when nobody wants to do it, what do? Maybe create something that could. But yeah, besides that, there's of course the haze. Sometimes it seems to have a mind of its own. Anne says. There is, the gargoyles. Uza goes, yeah, the gargoyles. And the tower dragons, they're on the walls. So I would stay away from those unless you know a way to get past them.
Okay.
Is there anything that's going to be flying other than gargoyles that are going to be harrying us when we're making our rooftop way?
Long as you're not flying in the air and you're close to the walls, you should be fine.
What do you mean not flying?
Don goes, well, the gargoyles, I think they're on some type of, for lack of a better word, programming where entities that are flying or trying to fly into the intercity, they attack and dismantle. Probably a security measure that went haywire when a meteor fell. The tower dragons are more for defense too, but I think they operate generally the same way.
Have you guys gotten into the today yet?
You see, Don actually looks disappointed. No. But we're working on it, as soon as we get enough resources. Think about it. Free lunch. One of a handful of groups that made it into the inner city. to Castle Draken itself. Can you imagine what's in there for the taking? Magical items, gems, coin? Oh,
A royal vault.
Oh, pretty penny, I bet.
that's what I'm talking about, Don says.
What groups around here have gotten in there or said they have?
They all look at each other. They go. See, Don goes, there's these annoying assholes called Draken Force. But you don't want to deal with them. Loose cannons will get you killed.
Hmm. Gotcha.
What have they done to you guys? Make you not worried about them?
Sebastian Crow is a fucking moron. He flaunts around his royal credentials. Oh, I'm from here. I've been from Imberwood. Da 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 da. Recruits poor souls into whatever machinations he has, which is beyond treasure, by the way. But he won't tell you what that is. And then goes into the city, and then he comes out, and guess what? It's just him and his core group again. All the others disappeared. Imagine that. I'm telling you. They're a bunch of bastards. You could tell Sebastian I said that if you see him.
Alright. Well, unless anybody else wants to gainsay, it sounds like we're taking the ruse and you're taking the sewer then.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Good. Daybreak. Here, outside of the Bark and Buzzard, we go have a little fun. An introduction to Drakkenheim for you. Huh? Pack well.
Is
Yeah.
Sebastian related to Tobias?
Oh, I didn't even notice the last name.
The Smith? No. At least I don't think. He rolls around with a freaking catfolk of all people, and another guy called Pluto Jackson.
Wait, Jackson? And Lou looks over at Addie.
Look, I'm telling you, you don't want to mess with them. They will get you killed. 100%. Promise.
Any other groups that have actually fought with other groups here? You know, serious sketchy shit.
Claim jumpers.
You mean, when you say fought with other groups, what do you mean, like fought each other?
In the city.
Oh! You never know who you may run across. That's why we stick to ourselves, generally. Yeah, there's all types of people. Some of the Hooded Lanterns, they're running around out there. Some Academy Mages, they're running around out there. You never know who you may meet. And yeah, they'll take your shit if you look weak.
What made you extend your offer to us? What do you get out of it?
You're fresh! Which means you still have a little bit of honesty about you. And what we get out of it? A huge bucket of treasure in this overflow drain. Hey, and who knows? Maybe we could work together again. Huh?
We all live through this.
Free lunch and these guys?
We really gotta get a better name.
I mean,
Fun is this.
We'll come up with something.
We'll workshop it.
All right. Well,
What do you know of the meteor itself?
you see the gray-cloaked individual for the first time speaks up. He goes, we know that it's changed Drakkenheim, transported itself to another realm. Or maybe should I say, the other realm is bleeding into here. And when that process completes itself, hopefully we'll all be ready for the new age of heroes. See, Don rolls his eyes. All right, Delaucian, we get it. Yes. New Age of Heroes.
Oh, like the Falling Fire says.
Oh, he's one of those. I was trying to figure that out. No offense, lad.
He just looks at you, he goes, "You're correct. I'm a champion." He stands
You?
a bit proudly.
Nobody else in the group? Just
Yeah,
you.
Don goes, "He's useful. But this happened prior to us. I'll tell you what, though. The haze doesn't seem to bother him." Lucien goes, "I'm right here. Don't talk about me like I'm not here." "Sorry," Don says.
What other factions are you aligned with? You all aligned with, Don?
He raises an eyebrow. You see Ant pipes up
Smiling sweetly at him.
and goes, "First of all, that's none of your business. And secondly, I could tell you at least one person we're not aligned with. Traitors. The Hooded Lanterns."
Traitors? What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I say. Traitors to Westamar, traitors to Drakkenheim. Led by the King Killer himself, Elis Drexel.
What? I thought a meteor killed the king. Hold on. Sorry, I'm not from here.
Have you seen the king? Nobody's found his body? You see Don goes, "Calm down." She goes, "No. They need to know the truth. Elis Drexel was there when the meteor fell. How did he get out?" And you know what's funny too?
Mm-hmm.
He leads forward. Manfred von Kessel, dead. And guess who he was working with? Guess who was his command of the army? Guess who else is dead? Cecilia von Kessel? But who's still alive? That drunk of a
Noah Von
bastard.
Kessel?
She looks at you like she doesn't know who you're talking about. I'm sorry. Some of my friends are pretty passionate about certain things. But,
Rude to apologize for that.
looks at you and he goes, "Maybe to you, but as a leader of a group, I need to keep decorum. All right, let's pack up and go."
We'll see you in the morning.
You see they all grab their
One
stuff.
last question for you. One last question for you.
Don looks at you, raising his eyebrows.
You seem to know a lot of people here. Are you familiar with the name Old Zoya?
Of course. The witch.
Do you know
Just-
where I might be able to find her?
She's in a trail north of Imberwood here. Not too far away. I mean, it leads straight to her. But I mean,
Good to know. Thank you.
she's a little kook. But aren't we all?
Pretty quick trip though to get to her.
Yeah. And let me go ahead
Yeah,
and
I need to
check
speak with her.
really quick here. How far away is that? About a half a mile,
Oh,
30 minutes or so. Not far at all.
Oh.
She's at what they call around here the Shrine of the Old Gods.
Hmm.
well, we've dabbled in a lot of religions over the last couple days, so why not add another?
All right, goodbye. Let's go.
Morning.
You see that they all pile out of the door. leaving you guys at the Bark and Buzzer.
I didn't want to see this in front of them, but the one difficult part of this whole operation is that whoever's going to be in the sewer is probably going to get eyes on the treasure first. If the above ground teams wait.
And potentially drowned.
True, they take on the greater risk. We have an easier time escaping.
True.
Yeah,
and
there are pros and cons of either
we
of
also need to.
either side. So
We also don't have a foolproof way to cure radiation yet either. So
Kalina, you think those nutters at that ceremony that they're going to do tonight have some way of fixing it?
I am not totally sure, but we could ask.
I figured you'd be interested. Tina seemed pretty, high. What's the word? Keyed up for that when we were speaking to the Flamekeeper in the chapel.
I mean, I was hoping.
Sir.
You mean the falling fire, right? Is that what you're talking about?
I was curious if they knew one too. Away.
Oh,
We
okay.
were wanting to sit through one of their nighttime talks, anyways, weren't we? She'll look over
We
at
were?
Kolobati.
well, I know you and your sister seemed like you wanted to see what was going on.
I'd like to know more about them. Yeah.
I'm curious about their practices, but I've got my own beliefs.
I'm not planning to join or anything.
Yeah, sitting through one night listening won't hurt anybody. They're not far from the house, anyways. Whatever we're calling it.
So, big question time, gang. Are we waiting until tomorrow to go see into Drakkenheim, or do we feel like getting our noses wet now? And damn what Don Lareo said about all kinds of miscreants in Drakkenheim, as it is. Could, we got all day.
Considering
Was
it's close to noon now, about how far, because I'm not sure how far Drakkenheim is from here. Do we have a travel distance?
It's easy enough to find out. It's about a 2-hour walk.
That's not too bad.
Yes, but 2 hours there, 2 hours back, plus however long we're inside the town itself.
When's dusk, specifically?
I would say dusk is about 8 p.m.
Got 8 hours before that ceremony. Unless we don't want to go see anything else. I don't know, Ron, you were talking about that weird... What was her name?
Old Zoya?
yeah, old Zoya. Yeah, I need to speak with her.
I don't like not making any coin today, but if we really have to wait, at least we got a score
Well,
tomorrow.
do you want to ask around and see if maybe there's something really close by that somebody needs taken care of? Shakedown, if that's your thing. You know, that big banker dude, you know, he seems like he's owns a lot of people money. So maybe he's got some work.
GRB probably just have... They put out those wanted posters on Nembra. I don't really fancy talking to the weird elf guy.
So yeah, so the question is if you guys want to go ahead and explore any other places here, or go to the Shrine of the Old Gods, you could do such. If you guys want to obviously go to Drakkenheim, you could do such. But if you guys are just going to chill and wait it out to the next day, we can go ahead and fast forward.
I think we want to go to the shrine. I don't know if we want to take a look at the Skull and Sword. That's, I think, one of the few places we haven't been to in town itself, other than the
Sure.
manor.
I mean, I don't really want to fast forward if we have time to get things done.
Yeah, might as well get done what we can. And
Agreed.
just do Draken. I know we're not making money, Lulu, right now, but we're setting ourselves up to make money.
Like I said, I can wait as long as we have a score on the hook, and it sounds like we have one tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Ron's
Well, I
gone with the rest of us for where we wanted to go.
That dwarf.
Skull and Sword's right here. We can check that out real quick if you want.
I want to see. If
And we can head north.
Some window shopping.
Isn't that like the lesser one of desirables of society's bar? Isn't that what Emma said? If you guys remember, because I do. I remember Emma saying that wasn't a fun place.
I also remember that oh, what was his damn name? It's the dwarf that we met in the Red Lion Hotel. Part of the Iron Helms. He was saying that Nimbra might be there. I'd get eyes on her. That might help.
All right, so we got 2 things to do.
All right, so you're gonna go to the Skull and Sword and then to the old shrine, shrine of the old gods. All right.
I think so.
Excellent. You guys mosey on over to the Skull and Sword Tap House. Wait a second. Wait, what is this plan? I don't want to play that yet. So. Let me grab all of you guys and put you on the map here. Blink and blink. Alice, Galena, Golabati, Louis, Ron, Tinu. I'll put Torin here too.
Dude, big boys outside.
I know, like.
Oh,
where's the
yeah.
big boy?
Oh yeah, they are. You approach this dingy saloon. It looks like maybe it was an old farmstead that was converted into such. A jawless skull impaled upon a rusty sword is embedded beside the main doors. You walk up and let me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and show this to you guys. Places. Here we go. And actually, oh, we haven't shared this yet. I'll share that in a minute. Alright.
That's a lot of ogres.
As you approach, you definitely see these huge muscle-bound humanoids. They definitely look like ogres. You hear them seem to be growling or talking to someone here at the side of this building. But it's hard to see what is actually going on without walking up. I mean, do you guys go up or just mind your own business and go inside?
No reason to antagonize the ogres.
I am not here.
Are they common in the area? Have we seen them before?
You know that they're kind of common in the realm, but this is the first time seeing them around here.
Okay.
You hear some humanoids seem to be like talking to them or yelling at them, and you can hear a dog growling, and it seems like some tensions are escalating. Right outside the building, you see what looks to be some down and out, maybe adventurers or just poor souls. They raise up some tin cups towards you.
I also look at Louis.
A little way.
Well, kind of give him him to look like following your lead.
Oh, well, I don't really care about a bunch of ogres. Let's go inside and see if she's here. Pardon me. And Louis tries to make his way around the the bankers, I guess.
Got it. As you guys go inside, at the side of the building, you hear essentially, let's see here.
You're gonna give us what we owe now.
And then, you hear some garbled humanoid voices pretty much scream curses at them. And then you see, whoever's last going in, you see they descend onto these groups of, people. And you hear a dog growling and squealing, and it sounds like some type of fight is happening outside of this place.
Kalina would probably be last, I imagine. Cold body. One of the two.
I mean, I
You even going in?
I think I would go in, but I would probably still be outside.
If you stay in, do you
I'd
stay
hang
and
out
watch?
with you if you... I'm kind of interested.
I'll hang back just a little. Not
So,
close enough to actually see anything. Or, like,
So-
be seen, I guess.
so Ron and Kalina will be watching the fight outside.
Got it.
For now.
You see a massive shaggy dog. It almost looks like a dire wolf. Jump at one of these ogres, grabs him in the shoulder with his jaws, but the ogre's huge. He grabs the nape of the dog and throws it to the ground. You then see two other humanoids surrounded, kind of try to spring into action, but you see that two of these ogres grab them and kind of hold them. This one right here, I don't think I ever got art for this guy, did I? Oh yeah, I did. He looks like this. Teeth, yes. Hanging around his neck is a jawbone. He looks and says,
No, you're gonna watch as we get what we owe in blood.
you hear, don't do it! We'll just give you what we have! You hear like struggling, and you get glimpses of what looks to be a halfling, pretty much like his body's like locked up in between the biceps and chest of one of these ogres.
Do we do something?
You-
Well,
Another
What you really can do. Sorry.
guy let's see here. Looks to be a half-orc dressed in plate. Is also struggling against these half-orc, or these ogres, excuse me. You see other two grab this huge dog that's snapping at them and pin it to the ground. You see Teeth pulls what looks to be a battle axe. He looks at these two people and goes,
What do we...
make sure their eyes are open. I want them to see what happens when they mess with the howling dogs. We're about to make this one howl. You see then,
Can we...
he slams down his axe onto the back legs of the dog, severing him. Blood gushes out. These two compatriots scream and struggle against the ogres. You see this ogre Teeth looks in glee at their reaction. You see he stands there and watches the dog with only 2 upper legs kick and move around as these ogres pin him. And then as the dog begins to go lifeless.
But before that happens, can I cast Healing Word on the dog?
You try to cast Killing Word on the dog?
Yeah.
Are you in range?
I don't know if I would get in range.
What's the range on Healing Word? I don't know. 60 feet? Yeah, I gotta use a roller. Alright.
Whisper?
And you're 50.
You see the axe coming down, about to sever these legs. You gesture and shout out your divine arcane language. It slams into its hind legs like it should have severed them, but they begin to heal before they do with the healing word. Then you see all the ogres turn and look at you. And we'll get back to that in a second.
Sorry.
I love it.
No, don't be.
No, you're role playing.
They can, if the people owe them money, they can kill the people. They can't hit the dog.
Roll me some HP for our dog here.
I love Kalina.
Go ahead and yeah. What did the healing word give the dog?
Let's see.
6. Got it. It has 6 HP. There we go. Meanwhile, the rest of you walk inside. All right. Yeah. Yeah. This tap house is crowded with people. Smells of urine, sweat, cheap ale, tobacco, other smokable weeds, and cooking meat. It all swirls in the air. Battered walls hold no memorabilia, but instead are decorated, quote unquote, with gaseous cuts, dents, and mysterious stains. On one wall, you see a dirty large banner pinned up by throwing daggers. And it kind of looks like this. Suspicious eyes peek past other patrons, kind of looking at you all as you walk in. Everybody, what's your passive perception again? Those of you who went inside. 14? 13? 12? Got it, okay. You see a half-orc is behind the bar. He looks grim. Looks like this here. Oops. He watches you guys come in, but he doesn't say a word. All the people here, they are dressed like rebels without a cause for the most part. Black leather, grungy, dirty brown leathers. Chains. Some you see have mohawks that are colored various colors. But as you walk in, yeah, they all size you up.
Willie sucks his teeth for a minute and looks over, looks behind him and says, "Let's go get a seat at the bar. That'd probably be the place to start."
not at you. She did pull up her hood and mask though before she walked in here.
Got it. You guys walk up to the bar to grab a seat. You see that there is an empty chair or stool. When you go to sit on it, this guy here, bald, husky man, you see he has a bunch of chains all over him. He looks at you, Lou, and goes, "That seat is taken."
By what? Your fat fucking invisible friend?
You see he is floored when you say that. You see he immediately stands up. What'd you say to me, dwarf?
I said, and I pulled back my cloak to reveal my gun. Your fat fucking invisible friend, like your jaw that's gonna be missing in about 6 seconds.
Oh, roll me an intimidation.
I would love to. I'll let's go. But Louie's not that tall. Let's see if he's talking shit. I got 11. Alright, that's okay for me. I'm ready though. I got my hand on my gun, man.
You see he stares at you long and hard, looking you up and down. You see he's like almost shaking with anger. You see he looks at the guy behind him. He goes, "Hey, Potts. We got an uppity dwarf in here. Thinks that he's carrying a piece. He owns the place." You see this other guy stands up. And his buddy, they all kind of come closer to you. You want to repeat what you said here to my friend Potts?
Alice will walk up right behind Loey, cross her arms. He didn't stutter. You got a hearing problem?
Woo! They all three of them look at each other. You see the bartender goes, "Hey! Take that shit outside!"
Just here for a drink, long as these lads are willing.
No, you're not here for a drink. You're here for a fight.
Did the fat guy say that?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if that's what it takes to get a drink. As long as I'm not breaking any rules. He looks over at the bartender.
The bartender just goes, "Take it outside!"
Sure.
Come on, half of a man. Let's go outside then.
Don't worry, your legs will be blown off in a few moments.
You see he quickly moves back towards the front door. You see his friends follow. Jesus, straight off the rip. All right. I love it though. All right.
No chill.
No chill.
I'm not gonna take shit from a bunch of wankers. You kidding me?
Alice will kind of like tap Patty's shoulder. Come on, I gotta help.
Okay.
All right.
Brent, I'm gonna
Yes.
sleight of hand and use the door as cover, so he can't see me.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment I step outside, I'm gonna pull my face and fire it at him. No shit.
All right. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, man. Sure.
Kalina's like, "Oh, good, they came back to help."
Oh man.
You're muted, Dova. I heard you talking, but not through Discord.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, okay. Whoop, bam. All right.
Chloe's like, I'm getting some treasure today once these fuckers are dead and I get to loot their shit, okay?
That's damn right. They've got coin in their pocket with our names on it.
Louis.
Oh, it's not like we're going to Drakkenheim day.
Yeah, I just didn't know we were going to be murdering people in the streets while we're in town.
They're thugs. They don't count as people.
Got it. All right. Let me then. Yo, I must say, that's the quickest. Like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going in. Like, we're going in. What do you want? Oh my god, I love it. All right,
This
let
is the
me.
last time Alice lets you take lead in a bar ever.
I'm just glad you're here to back me up.
All right, let me drop these guys down. All right, that guy is this guy here. I'm gonna make him yellow. All of you march outside. I'm gonna bring these guys over here. Oh, Kolabani, what are you doing? Oh, you go outside too? Okay.
I'm outside, I'm just pinching the bridge of my nose.
You see they come out almost dramatically. The fat guy adjusts his armor. You see, he draws a scimitar. And his buddies, they draw light crossbows. He turns around and he goes, now, like you were saying, then you pop a shot at this guy. You just shoot him where he stands.
Yeah, do I have advantage?
Sure.
Okay, Hunter Smart. Run through the face, then we can roll initiative. Oh, man.
2 fights at once.
20.
Will be fun.
20 to hit.
Oh yeah, yeah, you hit this guy.
9 plus 3, 12 damage to him as I walk out the front door.
You see he gestures with his blade, and you blow a chunk off of his shoulder. He stumbles in utter surprise. You see his buddies go, ah! They look and then they scream at you, and they're gonna attack. Let's roll everybody's initiative here at this point.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh, Alice is ready for this fight. Who closed the door?
I'm not.
Ron's got the popcorn.
I finished the popcorn, damn it.
Ate it
And the
too.
chicken nuggets.
You're so classy having a fight in the street. I'm so excited for this.
When in Rome, right? I mean, it's skull and swords, not teacups and tea kettles.
True.
That would be a
Prim and
great
proper.
name, though.
Teacups
That
and
could
tea
be our-
kettles? Yeah.
That could be our team name. There we go. We found it. We
No, that
found
has
it.
something to do with, and like it's a little teacup with this big old, with a spoon on
With
in
a
it.
spoon.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes!
Oh my gosh, now I gotta like try to,
Yes!
let me go start playing with the generator.
We're damn close to a team name now, Brent. We're like right there. Teaspoon.
Spooning teacups. I don't know.
Okay.
The twisted tea.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't know if we could use that though.
Alright. Alright. And bam. Bam. Alright. But just before this happens, Kalina,
Yes?
What do we have here? Oops, sorry. Here we go.
What do we have here?
The dog doesn't owe the debt. The guy does, so you should chop the guy's legs off instead.
Who in the hell are you? And what do you know about what is owed to us, little girl?
If the guy owes you money, you should chop his leg off instead.
How about I chop your legs off? Actually,
Be there if I owed you money.
now you do, for interrupting my playtime. 50 gold. Or you can join the dog on the ground.
I will get it to you tomorrow. Bye.
That's what I thought.
I'll see
You're
you
going nowhere.
coming out of the door and be like, guys! Oh, shit.
You see he yells, and you see these other orcs smile as they begin to move forward. And let's take a 5 real quick while I use the bathroom and orient myself here for the clusterfuck. So, alright.
I'm sorry, guys. It was a dog.
So, I'm so here for all of this. I'm so here for it.
I love it. We're about to make some friends, hopefully.
Alright. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Should have brought free lunch with us.
If I had known
boy.
you guys were fighting ogres, I wouldn't have picked this fight, but Loey would totally pick this fight. 'Cause this is...
I don't think we knew we were going to be fighting ogres, so...
I didn't know we were going to be picking a fight.
I should
So I
have known.
thought we were quickly checking something out.
I should have known when I told Louie to take the lead. Oh man.
Well, guys,
Look.
it's been nice playing with you. It's been a fun
Yup.
campaign.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we can take some thugs. We'll be alright.
You just gotta CC with some ogres. How hard can that be?
Yeah, there's only like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah. One good entangle, Dova. One good entangle.
Yeah, wrong character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some of these ogres, quote unquote, the guys, the tokens that are like have red cloaks on them, they look more thinner. Technically, they're half ogres.
So,
Does that mean half
Way
HP?
easier
half
fight, guys.
HP bags. Got it.
But you do see 2 full-size ogres back here. All right, I'm gonna give it up to you guys. Who wants to play the halfling? Who wants to do his mechanics?
I'm not super versed in this.
It's a stat block.
I can.
All right,
I'll play
Yeah.
halfling.
I'm going to put it into the general channel. He's a spy, so that's his stat block. Who wants to do the orc?
Wait,
Sure.
which one?
Yeah, which one's the work? Well, I can't even see the work.
Yeah, there's so many people.
I will assign you to them in 1 second. Bam and bam. Here. And Shane, Louis.
Yeah,
Save settings. And you should see the halfling, Louis. Yeah, there you go.
I got Odo.
And who's doing the orc here?
I'll run him.
Got it. Alice. Save. Alright, you should see him now. I will give you his stat block here. Bada boom. Alright, both of them are currently restrained. Sorry, grappled. They are being held by said individuals. And I'll do good old Doggo, who's on the ground prone at the moment. He's gonna go just at the bottom of the turn order. I'm gonna add him, and we'll just do that. He'll go, yeah, last. All right. Yeah, Alice, you're walking out behind Louie. Louie doesn't even wait. You see, he walks out. This guy turns around to talk shit, and he just blasts him. What do you do?
I will kind of I'll just laugh and I'll be like, but you said the other two like that were next to him are obviously jumping in as well.
Yeah, it's like slow motion. You see that they're surprised and they're drawing their weapons ready to go.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna Oof. This will be 10. I'm gonna jump down. Can I get to him? I can get to him, yeah, even with the Louis. I'm gonna jump down onto this guy and as I'm running, pull out my short swords and start smacking him. But I am doing non-lethal.
Got it.
So, yeah. I'd be like, you don't want to get involved in this, and try to come smack him. So, yeah. Try my first one.
12. Thou connect.
Lovely. He is not alone, so I do not get sneak attack. It's still gonna roll it, so we just gotta take it off. Because I couldn't figure out how to get it where it didn't roll it.
Got it.
So...
Five.
So it should be... Yeah, it'd be 5.
Got it. You slap him across with the flat of the blade across his like temple. You see he looks dazed for a second. Blood begins to pour out of his nose, but he's still standing there. Anything else?
Try to offhand. I'm gonna with my offhand try to pop him the other side and be like, dude, I told you you don't want to get involved in this. I don't know if the 10 will hit.
10. You see he blocks your blow with his arm.
Cool.
You came to the wrong playground, little girl.
That's it for me.
Teeth here, which I'll put on his label. You see he stands with his arms folded in front of him. Axe kind of like embedded in the ground. He doesn't do anything. But his half ogre friends, they begin to stalk closer. 15, 1.
Oh, is he dragging Odo behind him?
Oh yeah, he's carrying him with him. He moves 15 feet. No, he's large. He easily carries this guy. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he begins dragging Odo with him. This other guy, 10, 15, 20. They don't dash or anything. They seem confident that they're gonna fuck you guys up. 15, 20, 30. All right. What does our orc do by the name of Takara Martson?
He's currently grappled, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess, are you wanting him to fight?
He would definitely, like, at this point, he looks pissed. He sees that they're just about killed their dog, apparently. Yeah, he's ready to go.
He's not gonna give a shit that he's in the hands, then he's just gonna pull his great axe out and start trying to chop this dude to bits.
Got it.
So,
Beat him up.
yeah,
Get him, Takra.
right? And he's rolling like crap. So that's great. He rolled a 1.
You see, through the grapple, he pulls out his weapon, his great axe, and tries to swipe at the ogre, but the ogre grabs his wrist and just smiles at him with yellow teeth.
He'll just spit in his face.
The smile goes away. Love it. Louis!
Oh, you're still not dead then? Fine. Let's even the playing field a bit, and I'll level my gun at the guy that Alice is fighting and shoot him.
Okay.
Doing more lethal here, Louis.
Yep. 23 to hit.
Like a true gangster, yeah. How do you do it?
9 damage. I take out his lower jaw, like I said I was going to do.
Oh, man. Unfortunately, Alice, you see this guy's lower jaw explode in a shower of blood, coming all over you, too. You see he drops to the ground.
Hulk will just let out a scream of, like, like a, oh!
Sorry, Eddie. And he mouths his gun, pulls his rapier, and says, "All right, come on, you fat fuck."
You see his eyes go wide? He looks down at his dead friend. Pot! He then looks at you. He looks around. Ah! He runs.
You cowardly shit. Sorry.
He dashes.
Right.
He hauls ass. Call a body.
Okay, well, the thing that Loey just popped all the guys and his friend is running like hell. I'm like looking at Louie with like a cocked eyebrow, which is probably when I see the ogres stalking our friends over here.
What?
Which is always like, I guess it was like Shadow Decree was like, and Ra was like, did you anger them?
They
No.
ran over the dog!
She's like, they killed the dog. Kill the dog.
Who hurts dogs?
Goblins,
Bad people.
usually.
Assholes!
And I'll
That just, you know?
dashed over here,
Oh, no, that's what
and that's my turn.
Got it. You quickly begin to move over, springing for your next action. Our halfling by the name of apparently Oda Weston here, who's in this guy's arms. What is he doing?
Oh boy. Let's see. What's your keys? Seeing if he wants to try to wriggle free. Yeah, he wants to detangle himself from this guy, so he's going to, as an action, attempt to break the grapple.
Got it. Acrobatics versus this guy's strength.
Oh,
Jeez.
nice. Rolls a 22.
He slips out from the grasp of this half ogre for his action. What does he do?
Bonus action, disengage with cunning action. And then he's going to run.
He would run back towards his friend.
Towards his friend? Sure thing.
Yes.
So he's hoping the ogres don't notice him as he goes back to help Takra.
Yeah.
He's hoping Teeth is focused on the person that healed his dog.
Yeah, he yells out. He does a shrill whistle. Dog, attack! Takra! You see, he has his weapons out. Run!
Alright. Wow, how did you get below me, Kalina? Wow. Okay.
I
So-
rolled so low.
I did too. Rolled a 4. Anyway, so this guy right here, he's full ogre, or is he?
He looks. He's a half ogre.
All right. Well, no time like the present. I'm going to action guiding bolts. Guiding bolts. Does a 13 hit?
13 will connect.
Nice.
These guys are bare-chested. Their armor is their muscles, their pecs.
So 12 points of damage.
Bolt shrieks out, and energy envelops them for 12 points of radiant damage.
Yep. And I will bonus action Let's go. You know what? For sake of time, I'm gonna go ahead and start bonus action Starry Archer
Got it.
and tell Kalina, come on, we need to move back just a little bit. And I'm going to. I see Kola body, and I'm going to move right behind her. And that's it.
All right, Kalina.
Okay. I'm going to guess that and hope that maybe these guys are not super wise. And I'm going to see if I can hit. I'm gonna try teeth and the one, I guess, below him.
Got it. Wisdom
And-
save. Okay.
Yeah. And hope that they're not too wise.
What are you commanding them to do?
Grovel.
All right. Teeth. He'll shake his head, and his
Damn it.
buddy, with a -1. You see, they shake their head and they go,
Witch! We burn witches here in Emberwood.
Yep, okay, you're right. Good idea to step back. We'll step back.
this guy here looks at the dead dude and then looks at you, Louie, goes, you'll pay for this! You see that he runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 seconds. And then you see he hauls ass.
No, come back, you forgot your parting gifts.
Louie, there's a fight for you here.
Oh, okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Our dog here flips around and tries to nip at this guy's leg. While on the ground, disadvantage. Will miss that bite as he stalks forward, carrying the orc. They just move forward a little bit. Dog flips onto his feet, growling, and you see he lunges at this orc here. Pack tactics. We'll connect with our ogre here.
Get him.
Ogre stays on his feet, but will go ahead and eat 8 points of damage. Moving on. Alice! Those guys are hauling ass away from you.
How far did they get?
They're over here on the map. That's where they're at.
Louis, we worried about them, or are we going over here?
Nah, they learned their lesson. Let's go help the others.
Alright. Perfect. Alright, how far is this? I can't get over there. I'm gonna, sorry, I thought we were going the other way. Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement and bonus action to dash to get here next to Kalina, holding out my short swords, and I will hold an attack action for when these ogres that are obviously heading this way come within range.
All right. Our half ogres, including Teeth here. Teeth, you see that since he was the subject of an attack, he looks ready now. He's taking a dodge action. Our buddy here, now that he's within range to attack, he gives a mighty scream, and he takes a battle axe off his back, and he rushes forward. 5 and 30. You see, he's gonna try to hit Kalina here. With 2 hands. Oh my god. You nimbly bounce out of the way, Kalina, as this great axe embeds itself in the dirt, and he yanks it out. That's his turn. Our other guy here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He runs up. Our other guy here is going to move up too, and that's going to end their turn. What is our orc doing? Takra.
I think Addie had a ready action.
I was about to say somebody.
Oh,
he came
I'm sorry.
in.
Yeah, go for
No,
it.
you're okay. You're okay. But no sneak attack because he's around other people, and none of my people are close enough to him. Right? Yeah. Okay. I'm still gonna try to stab him.
Got it.
It's rolling. It's just taking a while because it thinks it's pretty.
13 connects. Which one did you attack? The one that attacked Kalina?
That one's not in my range. The one
Gotcha.
that came up to me.
All right,
I
yeah.
wanted to hit the one that came up to Kalina, but yeah. So this is not gonna have sneak attack, so we just gotta take that off.
Ooh.
8's still good.
So 8, right?
You
Yeah.
slash him across his chest, opening a wound. He looks down at it, and he looks at you and smiles.
Oh shit.
That is their turn. Takra, our orc.
He's gonna try to. He's got his buddy. Yeah, he's gonna keep trying to. He doesn't want to get away from his dude. He just wants to cut him open. So he's gonna try to hit him again.
Got it.
Okay. He's not doing great. He really is not doing great. I don't think an 8 hits.
No, it just bats off. He's struggling as the ogre has his wrist. He's like trying to hit him, but it ain't working.
Yeah. So just growl at him.
Does
All
Tucker get
right.
more than one attack? Just out of curiosity.
Nah, I don't believe, according to his stat blocks, no.
Okay.
All right, Louis.
All right, I'm coming. Louis starts hustling his way over to the ogres. There. And he sees the one fighting with Alice. Yeah, he's gonna again cast Hunter's Mark because he's not gonna be able to get his other one back. So he'll transfer the Hunter's Mark to the ogre fighting Alice.
Got it.
Not transfer, he'll recast because he can't transfer because the other guy's not dead. So we'll cast Hunter's Mark again. We'll use that 5 if I hit. He levels Tilly and he fires a shot.
Got it. What was the total to hit?
25 to hit.
Oh, yeah. And which one are you hitting again?
Alice's ogre for 16 damage.
Ooh. Blows off a chunk of his shoulder. He stumbles with that and looks dazed. He's definitely more than bloodied. He staggers a bit, but he's still standing. Anything else, Louis?
That ends my turn.
Kolabadi!
Okay, I guess this half ogre that just took a swing at Kalina and is towering over me as well.
You have advantage on him.
Ooh.
It
Guiding
would help
bolt.
if I had a melee attack.
I mean, you kind of do.
It'll take your disadvantage away on your Eldritch Blast.
Either way, I was just letting you know whatever.
Get him,
Yeah.
buddy. However you want, do it.
Well,
Do
she's
your
gonna, I guess,
thing.
I don't think she's just going to eat and quickly, rapidly flick a ghost at him. So just straight roll Eldritch Blast.
Got it. 11 will not connect. Blast past him. Anything else, Kolobati?
No, because I don't feel like eating a attack of opportunity. So
Got it.
I'll stay where I am.
Odo.
All right, Odo, seeing his friend in need and seeing dog meat attacking his ogre aggressors, will
Yep.
move in and. Oh, all right.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm just correcting
Yeah.
something really quick. There we go. He's right there. Go for it.
okay, we'll flank around behind the ogre and go for a hamstring attack.
Got it. Now, I'm not using flanking rules, so yeah.
Just a straight roll.
But he would get sneak attack. You see, he tries to slash at this ogre's back. The ogre just looks behind him and gives a kind of a humph laugh.
Here's the weird thing. This guy actually has multi-attack.
Okay.
So, and he'll make a second swipe with his short sword. 22 to hit.
That connects.
For a total of plus total of 11 damage.
Stabs in again. The ogre screams out in pain. As he takes 11.
And as a bonus action, he's going to back up to there. That'll end his turn. Oh, bonus action, disengage and back up.
Got it. Ron!
Sorry. Reading the text message. Okay, number 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to cast Ice Knife on this guy right here.
Got it.
At that exact spot. So we're going to go ahead and roll for a dirty 20.
That connects.
He's going to take... Why did it do that?
And I believe people around him needs to make a deck save.
So it's only 5 damage. I don't know why it rolled the way it did for Ice Knife.
Oh,
Got it.
The piercing damage and the cold damage from the detonation.
Oh, that's right. So, okay, and then both ogres, this one and this one, need to make dexterity saves, DC 13.
Got it. The ice knife jams into his back, and then kind of a spider webs out around it, and explodes in a shattering of ice. Our half ogres here. Deck save for the one that was attacked coming up. Yeah, he fails it. His buddy, they fail it.
They both eat it.
The explosion rips a huge gash in the one in front of Alice here.
And yeah, it rolled off, so I don't know. Okay, so he's down. I need to roll 2d10 for the damage for the other guy.
2d10, damn.
If they fail to save... Sorry, 2d6.
I think that's what that 5 is.
The 5 is, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, it is.
Okay, 5 piercing, 5
Got it.
cold. Okay, yeah. So he takes 5 cold damage.
Ice shard
Right.
slam into him. He looks definitely more than bloodied.
And
Kalina!
then
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna use. You're fine. I'm gonna use my bonus action, Starry Archer, and attack this dude here. With the Starry
Ethereal
Archer
bow.
thing. Yep. Sorry, I know I do a lot on my turn.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
So
I have a habit of like just gotta press forward. So yeah, just slow me down as necessary. Oh yeah, that connects.
For
Beautiful hit.
11 damage.
Nice.
Yikes! This e-throw bow explodes out of like his upper chest. He looks barely standing. He drops to one knee.
Alright. And I hear Mr. Teeth over there. It's like, you're next, buddy. And that's it.
Got it. Kalina.
Okay, wait. So which one is very bloody? This one.
The one directly for, yep.
Perfect.
He's almost dead.
Then I will swing at him. Well,
All my inspiration.
All right, inspiration
no,
given.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Just curious.
Well, because I was just, I need to check. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
Will
you can
take an
bonus
attack?
action attack.
Yeah, can I bonus action attack even if I miss? Is it on a
Yes.
hit or on an
As
attack?
long as you made an action attack.
Okay.
Get
So,
him.
Oh my god.
A
Now this is-
10
now you're-
will not connect.
Okay.
Inspiration? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
All right, roll again and.
This thing has to die. Oh
Oh
my
my God! Unfortunately,
I'm getting into fights I can't win.
it slams into his gut, and he just smiles.
Well, that was bad.
Left
The
on our
ogre-
side, buddy.
True. The ogre, you see, is a huge. He picks up off the ground a 2x4, and he tries to hit Odo here.
All the way over there?
The ogre, yes, that's. Oh, he's gonna move. Oh yeah, he's gonna move up, carrying Takra with him. Oh. Jesus Christ!
It's a
All
good
right,
piece of wood.
he'll take 11 plus an additional 2d8 for 21.
Oh man, Odo has his face kind of beaten in, but he's still standing barely.
All right.
Yeah, the bulldog too.
The doggo goes here and tries to bite with advantage again. Will connect. 9 points of damage. Dex. I'm sorry, strength save. Will actually fail it. This ogre collapses to the ground.
Did you let go of Takra?
Roll me a percentile. 51 and higher, yeah, sure.
Cool. Dude. Yeah.
He drops the orc.
Beautiful.
Alice.
Alice is going to come running up to this half one that's still trying to get to us all by his pretty little self. And stab him. Maybe I'll hit. I don't know. We'll see. Can't hit. Crap. She'll come in with her second one. Be like, that was just a feint.
Right.
16 hit.
16 will connect.
Beautiful. This does have sneak attack because he's all by himself. It's just me and him.
Yup.
For 14 damage.
Yikes! As you move forward, he lumbers and like tries to swipe at you. You duck under him. Easily connect. He looks about bloodied.
That's it for me.
You see Teeth moves forward, but doesn't do anything. Takra. He's prone.
Takra's prone.
Yes, on the ground,
Okay.
but he's free.
He's gonna stand. use half his movement to stand up, and then he's gonna slam his great axe down at advantage because ogre's prone too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a way to roll it? I don't know. I just gotta click it twice when I'm using this sheet. Okay.
Yikes!
20, right? Yeah, he got a crit.
That will connect.
So it'll be 5 plus a d12. Yeah, so 14 damage. Total.
This guy is more than bloodied as the axe embeds itself on the upper thigh of our ogre here.
And
Louis!
Start laughing.
All right. Seeing Addy engaging another one, he's gonna circle around and says, "Kalina, you've got that one. I believe in you, lass."
Thanks.
And I'll fire over Alice's shoulder at the ogre. And bonus action Hunter's Mark, move to him.
Got it.
22 to hit.
22 connects.
For 12 plus 1, 13 damage.
13, and that's the one where?
Alice is fighting.
Got it. Bam! Shot rings out, hitting him in his torso. He stumbles and drops to one knee, but he's definitely still there.
Oh, damn.
That ends my turn.
Got it. Kolabati.
I'm curious about all these people that just filed out of the bar behind us.
Oh yeah. You if you look behind you, you see a group of dudes march out, black leather. That looks like they have heavy crossbows, but they don't do anything. They just stand there.
Just to make sure fight doesn't go in the bar.
Maybe.
But considering this guy in front of me is like, Holly doesn't like that little grin, so she's just going to, I guess, non-lethally try to smack him across the face with her cane.
Got it. Hits his jaw. He just turns his head and just looks at you.
And still not moving. So that's my turn.
Got it. Oh no.
You're on the ground. That's not good. Stabby Stein. Oh, he crits. Okay. Alright.
Yikes.
On sneak attack. Alright. Well, goodbye. Good night, Irene. So that's that. Plus another d6. Okay. Plus this. Plus another 2d6. Holy crap. 14, 20, 22 points of damage from it.
As Tucker embeds his axe in his chest, Odo comes up and goes, "For my dog!" You see he goes ahead and jams his blade in the skull of this ogre.
Get him.
Alright. Run!
Ron's gonna look at teeth. 50 gold and you can live.
Oh, nice.
He just growls as he looks at you.
Okay, that's a no. I'm gonna guiding bolt him.
Got it.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's okay. 11 points of damage.
Lightning cords envelop him as he shudders and screams in pain. At that, you see he's about to grab his weapon. Anything else, Ron?
Yep. Bonus action. I'm going to Starry Archer this guy in front of Kolabati and Kalina. a 14.
That'll connect.
For 6 damage.
How do you do it? Tell me.
Yeah.
Get him.
Sorry, Kalina.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
I-
fine. I am
intimidate-
great moral support.
I try to intimidate Teeth. I shoot him with the guiding bolt and look off to the side and see that that guy's still kneeling, trying to throw, just swinging at him. So I just pop a radiant arrow over. And 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna take a few steps back, and I'm gonna bare my teeth. You're like, you want these for your collection then? And I'll end my turn.
Got it. Kalina.
So now I'm kind of mad.
Sorry.
That's the
No,
headspace.
not at you, just at them. And I haven't been able to hit anybody yet. So Alice can get sneak attack either by herself or if I'm next to the other ogre, right?
Yep,
correct.
As long as nobody, if I'm 1v1ing something, I'm good.
With this still...
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good. Go for it.
Okay.
Do what you want to do. Get your hit in. Fuck them up.
What would Kalina do? That's the real question.
Yeah, fuck them up. Don't worry about me, girl. Do your thing.
Okay. Guys were supposed to be easy to hit.
Get him.
I'm gonna go back to spells. Those seem to be better for me.
Just imagine it's Rattle Can, Kalina.
Hey.
I knew it!
With words of inspiration.
Yeah.
So that's that
Oh,
times, and then
there were another 3. I just realized what.
Oh my god.
do I do it another 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
This seems to be a recurring thing with this particular spell.
So 43.
How do you do it?
I'm mad, so I just run in with a hammer in one hand and I just reach out and touch him while I'm screaming.
Yeah, you grip your fingers, like dig into his skin, like grabbing, almost like ripping it off, and you see this huge creature, its muscles desiccate, sink in, bones almost like crush in together, like it's almost imploding, and then the husk collapses over.
And then I'm going to look over at Teeth.
At this moment, all of you hear a voice. All right, that's enough. That's enough. You turn and look. You see a short man. He's kind of scrawny. Looks to be maybe in his late 30s. He has a funny looking but clean shaven mug and greasy kind of slicked back hair. He wears a black padded jacket and buckled slacks that appear almost indistinguishable at first glance but are quite shabby and worn. But there's a look of mischievous in his eyes. He looks like this. You see the orcs here, or the least Teeth, the last remaining, and this other ogre, move forward. And you see Teeth has his weapon out, but he defers to this guy. He kind of drops his hands to his sides. He goes,
They got involved with us, Mel. What do you mean, yield? It's alright to finish it.
By the looks of it, you're the only ones that's going to be finished around here. You heard what I said. It's done. You see the half-ogre teeth grinds his teeth together in anger. You see he's like, he has his fists balled as he looks at all of you. The guy goes, was there a wager for this altercation? He looks at all of you.
50 gold.
Yeah, he told us that we owed him 50 gold as well, or he was gonna kill us. So they came at us. We defended.
Well, Teeth, it looks like you owe some people 50 gold at this point now, don't you?
That's what I told him.
You see the half-ogre look at all of you.
Alice will turn around and put her hands out with hands out together towards him.
Go on. Do it. You see, like, against all of this creature's intuitions, he reaches in a side satchel. He takes out his coins and you see the guy over here that's talking goes, I want you to count it out. Make sure they get their pay. He grumbles and from his coin pouch counts out 50 gold. He throws it on the ground.
I'll be seeing you around.
He says, looking at you, Kalina.
Nice to meet you.
You see he does a head nod to the other ogre. You see they march off. Looks like they're leaving Emberwood entirely.
Bye.
Well, this is a good day.
You were worried we wouldn't make anything.
The two individuals that was part of this altercation and the dog, they all kind of come up. Our guy here looks at all of you and goes, as for all of you, how about you come inside and chat with me for a bit? He gives you a smirk. And you see all the men behind him. You see they all raise heavy crossbows in your direction. This guy goes, don't worry. They're not going to do anything unless I tell them to. Drinks are on me.
Oh, okay. Are you buying? Okay.
Louis.
Louis would go into hell if the devil offered him beer.
Maybe. As long as it's free.
Insight check, I heard somebody said?
Yeah. Is it even warranted?
I would say I would give it to you. You get a sense that, like, this guy probably could kill you, or try to at least, but you don't get a sense that he wants to.
Okay.
You see, he looks at his men and he goes, clean this shit up. You see some of them go and they begin to drag the bodies. But four stick with him. Without a word, he turns and he marches back inside with his men, who all stare at you suspiciously.
Andy, you want me to do the negotiation this time again?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Okay. I think it went pretty well. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh my God, come on. She'll like just grab like your shoulder armor and start dragging you.
Ah. All
We're
right.
talking about this later.
Yes, Colomati will look over at Kalina and her new friends over there.
Yup.
Before you
Oh
come
no,
in,
the others coming?
no, you see they rush up to you, Kalina. You see, as the image showed, a loosely dressed halfling, dark hair. He looks kind of youthful. You see, the person with him is about 6 foot tall. Actually, he's an orc. You see that he has ash gray skin, and he's dressed in a breastplate. You see, he goes, "Hey, before you go, thank you,
Yeah,
sincerely."
Can I pet your dog?
Yeah. His name is Dog. Hey, Dog. You see this dog almost as tall as you march over and give you a sniff, but he lets you give him a rub.
Did the healing word do enough to heal him?
He looks pretty beat up still, but he looks like he'll make it.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds while I'm petting him.
You see some of the other gashes, like across maybe his under chest and whatnot, begin to heal. He goes, "Huh, you're a flamekeeper."
In training.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm Odo. This is Takara. And like I said, this is Dog here. But I must say that this is the first time anybody has ever helped us since we have been here.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't. Doesn't look like you had the best interactions up until now.
That's the least of it. Yeah. We were collecting some rumors, getting some information here at the tap. Then you see he looks at the dead ogres on the ground that the guys are dragging away. He goes, "The howling dogs. We met them down at Buckle Down Row." Around there, we found some goods. Buckle Down Row. It's in Drakkenheim.
Oh.
Yeah, trust me. Unless you like hanging around a bunch of murderers, serial killers, and all other types of horrible people, you're not missing much down there.
Good to know.
It's where the Queen of Thieves apparently hangs out at. But yeah, we found some loot and stuff around the general area, and that teeth guy was there. Claimed it was his. We gave him half. He said he wanted more, so we skedaddled. Got out of there, and I didn't expect to see them up here, I guess, this soon.
Well, thanks for letting us know. I don't think
I do want to.
this vision offer that we could refuse. I'm gonna just
A good grin.
point my thumb back. So I think I have to follow, but if you go into Drakkenheim often?
Well, we got here about a couple weeks or so ago. We've been there 3 times so far. Just the outskirts. I mean, I have others. You know, Tucker and I just came out. You see the orc go, "I told you we should have all came together." You see it happen and goes, I get it. Yeah, you're right. Don't hold it over me, alright? But yeah, we have a dwarf with us. A bugbear. And of course, Dog here. We actually found him our first excursion down into Drakkenheim.
Oh. Okay. What do you have something you call yourselves?
Say that one more time?
Do you call yourselves anything, the team?
Yeah, actually, Headhunters. He gives you a smile.
All right.
I mean, I know this is not the best show of that, but you know, we're trying to live up to the name.
No judgment. We're new, so maybe we'll see you in the city at some point. I'm going out for the first time tomorrow.
Well, good luck, but hey, I mean, we found an abandoned barn not too far from here, about 30 minutes or so. That's where we're hanging out at. You see, he goes, you have parchment?
Yeah, I'll pull some out.
You see he fumbles around in his bag, he takes out a charcoal pencil, and he draws a circle for Emberwood, and then he draws pretty much general directions to this abandoned farm. He gives you good enough directions, you think you may be able to find your way there. I mean, come check us out. I mean, well, I wouldn't wait too long because, I mean, who knows how long we're going to be there. But, yeah, Baz would love to, I think, meet you guys. Therilyn, too.
All right, I'll let the others know.
And that guy talked with you? Calls himself Blackjack Mel. Total sleaze. I wouldn't trust anything he says.
Yeah, I was getting that vibe. I'll be careful.
All right. Your name again?
Kalina.
And what's the group?
We're working on that.
Gotcha. Yeah, you know, kind of took us a minute too. But, yeah, we should go. I think Dog needs some rest. Once again, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
We do have a plan. Well, at least Bass does. To get into the inner city.
In the city?
Yeah. But, you gotta go. You know, look, if you show up, I'm gonna tell my friends all about you guys. Maybe we'll talk to you about it.
All right, I'll let the others know.
He gives you a welcoming smile. You see Takara gives you kind of a thankful nod. And then you see they begin to head off to other places.
I'll kind of wave and then try to catch up with the others and say super quietly under my breath, like, don't trust this guy.
All right. All of you gather around this table. You see that Blackjack Mel, he kind of walks through. You notice that he kind of has, you know, a swag about him. Some people sitting at tables, he comes over, gives them a pat on the back, whispers something in their ear. You see everybody still is looking at you guys. You guys come over to the table. You see he goes to the head of it and takes a seat with a groan. You also note that there is another individual sitting here. That's right. He looks kind of like this. Oops. Definitely a halfling. He's dressed really fine. He has a nice bottle of wine next to him. You note that there's cards on the table, playing cards. You see he looks at you guys and goes, all right. I get it. I'll talk to you later, Mel. You see he collects his cards and some coin that's on the table, and then goes off to do his own business. Please, take a seat. You see he looks at his guys who are sitting at the table, and they all get up, and they kind of move towards the back.
Louis will shrug and look over to Alice, see where she's sitting.
Come on. Not on the table, though, obviously.
Right. Manners, of course. No, wrong. She said off the table. Better than that. That's rude.
All of you sit at the table awkwardly. You see one guy goes to the front of the table here. He takes out a deck of cards, puts it on the table, and begins to shuffle it. Good to meet all of you. That was pretty impressive out there. He snaps, and you see like a server comes up. And you see, without saying a word, he just does a circle motion with his hands. And this guy runs to prepare to go get you guys drinks. You all come to the party together. And by the party, I mean Drakkenheim.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Aye.
He nods. He goes, So what's your business in town?
Coin. Sorry. How do you take it?
You're not wrong.
As it should be. There's a lot to be gathered out there in the city. Or as you could tell from some of the people around here. Sorry that happened to you out there. They should know better. No real violence in Emberwood. Hopefully the green cloaks don't catch on. Or the sacred flame, for that matter.
I mean, do they care? It's, from what I heard about this place, it's kind of a rough joint. Don't they expect dead folk coming out?
He rolls his eyes. He goes, They care. They don't have any authority in Drakkenheim, so they like to push their way around here. One of the locals makes enough reports to the watchtower or to the chapel. They'll bring a group of men through to go string somebody up for whatever they did, if they can catch them.
That one that ran off, is he one to go snitching?
No. Although, I'm pretty sure he's going to be looking for all of you. You kind of embarrassed him out there. And Potts was his best friend.
I mean,
I'm
You
surprised
could've given him
you,
a seat.
yeah, I just...
surprised you didn't let us just take care of it.
I wanted to drink, to be honest.
He raises up his hands. Look, I don't blame you. I may have done the same thing. If somebody came to me with that amount of energy. Who am I dealing with here? He says. He nods to the guy across the table, and it looks like he flips cards to play blackjack with him. It looks like this guy at the table, this blackjack Mel, is just kind of, playing cards. Not for any money or anything. He gets dealt.
Still figuring out the name.
You definitely want to come up with that. It's how people tag themselves around here. Especially if you gain any notoriety. So you're looking for some coin in Drakkenheim.
Money and favors.
Have you been yet?
If I make a trip out tomorrow.
Right
I
here.
kind of look over at Vati like, really?
Oh, we haven't.
Interesting times, exciting news. I hope you find some of what you're looking for.
Anything you're wanting us to keep an eye out for?
I mean, delirium, some crystal. It's worth quite a bit out there. You bring some of that back, yeah, I'll go ahead and give you some good money for it.
Better than at the caravan court.
He looks, he goes, it depends on how our business friendship develops. If you look like you're a group that actually can go ahead and get some crystal reliably, then of course. And maybe I can help you along the way.
Okay.
There's a lot of people here dealing crystal.
Yep, that's the name of the game in Drakkenheim. It's everywhere. And when I say everybody, when you say everybody's dealing with crystal, he gives you a smile. Everybody is dealing in crystal. Don't let the Church of the Sacred Ass or whatever they call themselves these days, right? Don't let them fool you. They're dealing in it too. And even the spooks at the academy.
Well, you mention it. I think the chapel woman said that they were willing to take the iridium from us.
Yeah, they say they want to get rid of it.
He smiles. Isn't that ironic?
Mm-hmm.
They want to get rid of it, but they're willing to go ahead and collect it.
What do you do with it?
Exactly what you think we do with it. He gives you a smile.
Sell it?
Of course, bingo. All up and down the coast. I'm impartial. Do what you want. I'm not going to stop you. Might as well go ahead and make a few coin along the way. But I've seen it all before, guys. Adventurers come through. They get the yapping from all the different groups around here. All of them have a story to sell. Want you to buy into their story. But at the end of the day, we all know what they want. A bit of coin, a bit of power.
Make a name for themselves.
Exactly. My advice would be, don't get caught up in a mix. Before you know it, you'll be a puppet on a string.
I mean, don't you report to her? And like Lily looks over at the Queen's banner.
Who?
Her. And he points at it.
Oh, right. Report to her? I don't know about that. I can't say I really ever met her, to be honest with you. You know,
That one.
they say she could be anybody. Change into anybody. Be kind of fucked if I was her right now, right? I'm just fucking with you guys.
Right.
Or am I?
Yes, you are.
He just smile. He goes, the so-called Queen of Thieves does what she wants. She has several groups around here that, you know, she tasks with getting certain things done. But me, I'm my own man.
That ogre that you made pay us, is he under your care only?
You come to me with some crystal? Yeah.
Oh, you mean for like hiring and whatnot?
I'm sorry, did I misunderstand? I thought you said that if you had some stuff you found, bring it to me? Yeah. I'll take it off your hands for a good price.
We'll keep the option open.
I also deal in some other things too, if you're interested.
I'll kind of look between everybody for that one.
Like what?
Well, for one, Louis Goldbound.
Huh?
Information. Secrets. There's a lot of them floating around in these troubled times. Information is a form of power, as they say, right?
That's what my mother used to say.
I bet she was a nice person. My regards.
Thanks. Do you know Nembra?
You see, he seems to think. Nembra? Who?
Broadbow. She might be going by Windra.
There's a lot of folks floating around here. I could look into it for you.
Just curious myself, then. I gotta go talk to her at some point.
Good luck finding her without a hunch.
Well, if you see her, you could let her know I'm looking for her.
Maybe if you find me some crystal, I can go ahead and put a little work in.
Ah, I see. So don't make the coin then. Or does it cost something?
Just your time and energy down in Drakkenheim. I'll see how much you bring back, and I guess that will determine how much information I can find, right?
Suppose it makes sense.
And man, you see, it looks at you, Ron. I don't think I've seen a lizard folk except in a picture book.
Yeah, we are not common anymore by unfortunate means.
Did you give yourself your name?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Spooky.
I've spent many a lifetime in and out of worlds to remember something so long ago.
Well, be careful. There's a lot of fanatics running out here to see something that doesn't look like them, and before you know it, they collect the torches. You know what happens next.
Like the
no,
ogres outside.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. Speaking of such, that's a big mess that have to clean up here. You know. I mean, word can get out. What happened there? You guys were involved. Huh. Wouldn't want that to happen, right?
Is this a shakedown or blackmail?
No.
You could... No, but if you're looking for coin, you could
How about 25 gold?
or I could tell you who to bill it to from the Jones family at the Red Lion Hotel.
He looks at you and leans back. And what do you know about that?
Enough to get it paid for you.
He thinks for a minute. Well, Alice, sounds like you have connections yourself. How long is it going to take to go ahead and get this gold?
Next couple days are a little bit busy.
Next couple days. How about this? My men, they work hard. They like to keep the skull and sword organized as best as they can. You give me the 25 gold now, and when your boy comes through, you can just go ahead and keep it. Whatever he gives you. Not like you're hurting for money, right? You just came up on 50.
Still looking at everybody, kind of see what they're thinking.
He has a hard up face when the man asks for money.
He's like, we just got this.
Well, Colabata's already figured we weren't keeping it anyway, so she doesn't care.
What, fight from each of us?
No, not from each of you. I'm not a mean guy like that. I think that's completely unfair. Just a 25 bag.
Yeah, Alice will pull it out, the bag that she still is holding from Teeth, and count out the 25. Slide it over.
He gives a little wide smile as you do. He then nods, and one of his guys slides it over to his side, and he stacks it up almost like poker chips. See?
Yeah.
This is working together.
Right?
Exactly. Exactly. I like you, Alice. You get it. You know, you provide a little bit of entertainment for the bar here tonight. At least one fight breaks out. Or two. Or three. Or four. We handle it. But how can I help you? Anything you want to know about? I've been hanging around these parts for a minute.
Well,
Yeah, all right. Sorry, Colabata.
I am curious about him. I am curious.
Yes. Kolabadi?
Well, what do you know about free lunch?
He scoffs at that. You talking about those goofballs running around with that guy with the mustache?
Yeah.
He thinks for a moment. Don Lero. He's been kicked out of the academy, and he's been trying to make himself. He's been trying to make his way back in ever since. From what I understand. Thinks if he runs around Drakkenheim long enough and gets a little bit of notoriety, the spooks will go ahead and roll out the carpet for him. I doubt it, considering what he did.
What did he do?
Yeah.
Stole something quite important. A key. A key to the hallways, as they call it.
Well, like an in room or something? What are you talking about?
Kolabadi, roll me in a history or arcana, your choice. This hallway sounds familiar, but not ringing a bell. But besides that, oh, sorry, did you ask something, Louis?
No, this was like, it sounds like an in-room key or something. I don't know what that is.
It's complicated. Your friend here should know about it, says points at Kolabadi. But regardless, they're harmless for the most part. If anything, they're gonna get themselves killed before anybody else. Assuming you're not with them.
Good to know.
They mentioned something about Draken Force, led by Sebastian Crow.
He sighs heavily. And Sebastian Crow, he's a dropout of the academy. Apparently he's been haunted by nightmares, and apparently the old dilapidated manor over there used to be his parents' home.
And that mean
But
some
he's not the one in charge, from what I understand. It's his good old buddy, Pluto Jackson. A prince down in Caspia. Jackson family. You see, he looks at you, Alice. But that guy came here to slay the biggest monsters he possibly can find. Bring some trophies back home. And then there's that alley cat that hangs out with him. I don't know his deal.
You know, seem to know a lot about the Caspian families.
I know, that's strange, right? Maybe I wouldn't know anything if they weren't up here. You see, he just stares at you, daggers in your eyes.
Oh, does that bother you?
No. Does it bother you?
No, I was just curious.
If you say so, Alice. Anything else you want to ask about? I mean, come on. Not many people get this opportunity to go ahead and sit down here.
I mean, I kind of already asked what I asked about, but it sounds like you want to get paid, so
Well, considering you know my name, do you know my mother?
You see, he seems to think, he goes, maybe you can remind me.
I just heard that she bought some land nearby for some reason.
Maybe I can look into it for you. Smirks.
We'll see if we come to an arrangement.
See? Things are so much easier this way, right? Instead of listening to all the yapping about this and that and who I'm gonna save, or destroying Delirium, or marching to the crater, or saving Drakkenheim. Who gives a fuck about all that? What matters is what you decide matters, right?
Galabate will nod.
So you're good at finding people?
You see, he looks at you, he goes, sometimes. Who are you looking for?
Keeping it in the back pocket in case there is somebody we're looking for.
I got you. I got
No,
you.
I mean, personally, I'm not looking for anybody.
Well, enjoy your drinks.
Thank you.
Hey, and if you ever need the real deal of what's going on around here, you know where to find me.
I have one more question. Does it always cost 25 gold to have a fight here?
For you, sweetheart, maybe I'll provide a discount.
Ew.
When you say that, he just gives you a smile.
Galabate tries not to snort on her drink.
Well, I guess if that's the only thing on you guys' mind, I got a mess I need to clean up. He takes the gold off the counter. You see, he pockets it. The day is still young. Get out there.
So Galabate will just raise her glass and take a sip and look at the rest of the group.
Lou's already halfway through the tankard at this point.
Alice will just slide hers over to Lou.
He snaps again. Server immediately appears and comes over. However long they want to drink, it's on me.
We might be here a while.
I mean, it's free drinks. That sounds pretty good.
Enjoy yourselves. Let loose. But this is my playing table. And I did have a game I'm gonna have to restart, so he gives you the shoe motion.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Your chair's open at the bar, Lou.
Oh, good. Perfect. And he takes his tankard and walks over to the bar.
Got it. All right, you guys.
Staying here, right?
I'm gonna say you guys.
You're gonna be like, down those and let's go.
Oh, this this bar stool's pretty comfy.
We have got to be up early tomorrow.
Yeah, we still got other places we want to stop.
Yeah.
And nothing needs to be spoken about here.
Bar on
She'll,
top.
look at Louie.
Oh, it's just spot on top. I mean, it's right. Oh, you guys want to fine. And he finishes his tankard and puts it on the counter. All right. I get the message. Let's go.
I'm sure we'll be clear. We'll be swinging by this bar multiple times while we're here.
You guys march out of the dimness of the skull and sword, and the sun hurts your eyes. It's like nighttime inside there. You note the bodies on the ground are gone. There's just drag marks, and people are moving to and fro. The three guys outside all raise their cups in your direction, and if you don't give them any money, they just.
I'll drop some coppers in their mugs.
Appreciate it, sir. And when you do that, he gives you a flaming sword. No, I'm joking.
Wait, hold on. I do that too.
Let's see here. 1 second. All right. Roll me a percentile, Kolobani.
Get the staff of resurrection.
Come on. No decontamination.
Oh.
71.
Learn the secrets of the universe.
He goes, I have a story that my mom used to tell me when I was younger about an old shrine north of Castle Draken in the woods. There's an old elf, worships the old gods. Apparently, he has master over life and death. Can bring someone to death and bring them back.
Interesting. Does this elf have a name?
He seems to think for a moment, and he takes out Dungeons of Drakkenheim book, and he goes, 1 second, I'll tell you. Let's see here. And there we go. Eogan, the Ghost Weaver.
I guess.
Priestess or priest of Morrigan.
Monte will give a grin and throw an additional copper into his mug.
He smiles. He goes, thank you. You see, he gets up and immediately goes in the bar.
Of course.
His other two buddies just sit there, looking jealous.
Well, I did throw coppers in theirs mugs too, so.
Then you guys begin to march towards the shrine to the old gods. Is that what I think is going on?
Yep.
It's still early. Yeah. We got time.
Got it. All right. And I think that's a good point to stop this session. We're going to start with Ron next session here, because some things may happen. So,
Okay.
and hopefully we get most people back for our next session and our foray into Drakkenheim, because you guys are going to go ahead and need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I just gotta make a note that Alice is definitely gotta be having a conversation with Lulu.
Like, look, so we don't blow people's jaws off. Like,
Yeah, we'll play it out next week.
I loved it though. I did not
Yeah.
expect this guy was. I did not expect you to go fuck you. And this guy was like, oh shit, okay.
Fantastic.
You know, I'll give you an.
He's no fool, man.
I'll give you an inspiration. Carry that on to next session. Just put it on your sheet. Take that.
Okay, all right.
Gotcha. Kolobate and Alice will be trading off party mom status.
More Kolbati than Alice. Alice is gonna be more like, dude. Like, anyways, we'll role play it out next week. It's
Yeah.
fine. Because
It'll be
she
fun.
is definitely gonna pull him aside and be like, yo, we need to talk.
All right, then. Yep.
That. But all right, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for anybody who watches this now or later. Appreciate it. Holla at your boy. See you later. We're out.